The Minnesota Twins have had a pretty nice / decent start to the 2023 season, I guess you could say. They haven't been anything particularly special, but they are in first place in their division. Yeah, it's a division that also happens to be by far the weakest in baseball, but hey, the Twins can't control that, and as of right now, they're a first place team. Will that hold up? Only time will tell, but it's certainly not going to give them a good shot to hold up if their superstar big money guy Carlos Correa keeps struggling the way he is at the plate. To put it simply, Correa has not been himself at the plate up until this point in the season. He just hasn't. Now, the whole reason Correa had that whole saga during free agency with multiple teams to begin with was because of injury concerns. Correa has always been pretty injury prone, but it was ironically an injury that had never been an issue while he has been in the big leagues, but rather something that teams like the Giants and Mets feared could become an issue down the line, which was his ankle, an ankle that has a surgically placed plate in it. So that's when the Twins eventually were able to re-sign Correa since the Mets and Giants moved on. With that said, his struggles have nothing to do with any injury as far as we know. He seems to be fine on that front, he just simply isn't hitting. And on Tuesday night in Minnesota against the Padres, Correa continued to struggle, going 0 for 5 with 2 strikeouts, leaving 6 men on base, lowering his batting average to 185, and by the time his fourth at-bat came and went, one that ended in a strikeout to end the 7th inning, Twins fans let him hear it, starting to boo him. When I first came across this on Twitter, I was relatively shocked. It's hard to see Twins fans booing any other players, especially a player that is just struggling on the field. I would understand it if Correa had said something controversial and was already on thin ice with the fans, and him going 0 for 5 just put that anger over the top with the fans, but no, he just simply isn't doing well, and it's still pretty early on in the season, but they're booing him. Maybe part of it is that some Twins fans still feel like they're kind of Correa's sloppy seconds, like they weren't his first choice, considering he signed with the Giants and then the Mets before officially going back to the Twins. And now him not doing well is just putting salt on that wound. I don't know. If you're a Twins fan who's mad at Correa, let me know why. I'm curious. But anyway, the bottom line is Carlos Correa is doing bad at the plate. The fans are not happy and they're booing him. I mean, they were very noticeable boos too. Listen.
And Wilson strikes him out. Strikes out both Kepler and...
So of course you gotta ask the man himself about the boos, what he thinks and feels about them, and Correa ended up actually giving a great answer. In my opinion, the right answer. This is what he said when asked about being booed. Quote, "I'd boo myself too with the amount of money I'm making if I'm playing like that and I'm in the stands. Obviously, it is acceptable. It's part of the game, part of sports. Fans want production and fans want a team that's going to compete out there and win games. It's to be expected when you play poorly." End quote. That's honestly the right thing for Correa to say. If I was a Twins fan, would I boo Correa? No, I wouldn't, at least not now. It'd be too soon for me personally, and for Correa to respond by highlighting his poor play and the money he's making really just goes to show how much he realizes and is in tune with everything. He's not stupid. He understands he's making a ton of money and that what he's currently providing for the Twins and their fans is unacceptable. I'd expect Correa to eventually get going soon and start raking. There's a reason he signed for over $800 million worth of contracts this past offseason. He's a valuable player, and he may not be playing like it right now, but you gotta assume he'll get it going and figure it out at least relatively soon. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.